What up, nerds? Welcome to Grap Tops. Wrestling and tabletop, plus whatever I actually get the courage to press record on. Seriously, there's a bunch of backlog already. Why am I actually doing this? Because I've seen enough slop content and grifters and people just with bad opinions, and they're wrong on the internet. So after a long enough time, I look around and I tell myself, I'll do it myself. This is as close to too sweet as it comes. And think of it this way. Back when I bought this, when it was trendy, when it was being slurped down like the Bloodline, AEW didn't exist. There was still one option. So just like this was once huge, and now you look at it, times change. Why am I doing this? Because, yes, I know that was confusing. I'm sorry I didn't warn you. You're a very good boy. This is Owen. Yes, named after Hart. You're a very good boy. Yeah. I do have somebody I'm talking to for these videos. There's two friends of mine who I'm using as proxies for the rest of the world here who would want to get into these crazy live action plays. One has chosen to name themselves Lucho. One has chosen to name themselves Flange. That got me thinking. LF. There's something missing there. But then I noticed he was holding it out for me. He's holding the Los Ingobernables de Japón fan that I got at a house show a few years ago. But Cardblade. I will be speaking to Lucho, Flange, and Jay. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to talk to Cardblade? Other than Juice Board, but we can't have those things. So yeah, La Facción de Jugadores, LFJ, Lucho, Flange, and Jay. Oh, wait, no, we can't do that anymore. This is about putting some positivity back into the world. These are 5 matches we're grateful to have been there for. Technically, it's 4+1. Time only works certain ways. Going in order, the first one, Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville at TakeOver Our Evolution. It was my partner's first match in, I can't recall if they said that there was a show in their childhood. For both of us, it was our modern live reintroduction that night. And the show, you know how good the show was. And it culminated in a perfect feel-good moment. It was great to get them hooked, and it made me feel good at the time about everything. It is still a match you can go back, and I regularly see it recommended as a, here, watch this to get into it. That's partially why I'm here. 5 things that are good. The number 2 match we're grateful to have been to. Penta and Phoenix, MLW January 2018. Hard-hitting, bloody, for 2 guys who want to end their careers in a mask versus mask match. It was great to see them just go all out at an indie show. I say indie show, it was a TV taping, but you know what I mean. Not on the confines of big rules. Similarly, this right here is the 3rd match that I am grateful that we were at. The Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu Takahashi, and Daryl, against the Pauldron Lovers of Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Paul White. Daryl and Paul did their cheers from the corner. It was very respectful, even though Daryl got involved in the match. Paul restrained himself. But it was a great thing to be there for, and hindsight, it was Hiromu's last match before the injury, so I'm extra grateful we were there for it. The 4th one is an aura match more than anything else. Nick Gage, Ricky Shane Page, I refuse to use the gimmick name. It was Spring Break of 21. Yes, Spring Break 21. The culmination of their big feud. The match was good. It was really good. The moment that gets it on this list, though, is after the match. We're on the far side of the ring from where the crowd starts bubbling is really the best way I can describe it. We don't know what's happening. It turns out it's Jon Moxley. We're there on the concrete in Tampa, glass everywhere, the crowd's just murmuring, building to a roar, because Jon freaking Moxley is coming through the crowd to lay out Gage to build to their program. They have their thing, they go off. And one of the most molten crowd experiences I've ever been in is Nick Gage riling up that crew, which is how I can really only describe it. NDK all effing day. I would have believed they would have, if he said anything, they would have done it. It was that kind of vibe in the room at that time. And yeah, you only get that certain times, certain people to get that devotion out of people. Nick Gage does it, and Jon Moxley can do it. And yeah, that was a magic moment. All right, so I gave you the 4 matches that the 2 humans behind this channel are grateful to have seen. I'm going off book for the 5th one because, like I said, time only works certain ways, and I happen to grow up in the right area. Bash at the Beach 96, Sting, Randy Savage, and Lex Luger against the Outsiders, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan. I remember talking to my middle school girlfriend. I was predicting it was going to be Bret Hart as the 6th man, 3rd man, whatever. You know what I meant. That's how I was even discussing it back then. I don't know what to tell you, but I did have a middle school girlfriend, so I was at least not that big of a nerd back then. But yeah, I was in the crowd. I got nacho cheese on me from the crowd throwing trash at the ring. And it was definitely an experience I will always remember. I don't remember the card itself, but I do remember the chaos, the uproar that everyone was feeling. I have actually been in a crowd with a similar moment of disbelief, distaste, and just unhappiness with the result. That's coming in the next video of 5 AEW matches that we're happy to have been in attendance for. I'm keeping them apart both to string out the content and because more positivity. More positivity. That doesn't mean it's going to be all positive because, well, I was told that I carry a sledgehammer and I'm not afraid to use it when discussing things, but that's also what this is here to get me better at. Isn't that right, Pupper? Exactly. So that was 5 matches that we here at Graph Tops were happy to have been in attendance for. Like, share, subscribe. I stream on Twitch sometimes. I am going to be making a My Journey into Warhammer video very soon. This is my avatar on many places, a flash get. His name is Barzo. Barzo Corto. And yes, there is reasoning behind it. We'll see if anybody can actually figure it out. Give you a hint, it involves a tribute and a joke in some variety. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, see him? He's turning around now and smiling because he wants you to join and do all those monetary things because I'm gonna buy his diapers anyway, but man, it's expensive. Anyways, this has been my attempt. You see the green screen. I'm gonna be doing more produced things in the future, but this is pressing record and getting it out there. And I wanted to start with just honest, yeah, this is it. So I'll see you in the stands or in the work.